welcome back to my channel. So today we'll be talking about a very interesting topic, which is what happens when you lose a tooth. Yeah, have you ever wondered what really happened when you lose a tooth? Like, are there implications, or is it just another phase of life or something like that? Well, today we'll be breaking everything down, but before then, in case you're yet to subscribe to my YouTube channel, I'll be giving you just, or let's say, 2 seconds to go and subscribe before we get started. Alright, yeah, let's rock and roll. So losing a teeth can be very depressing, yeah, depending on the teeth you lose. If it is an anterior teeth, it can be depressing because it affects your smile. You no longer have this attractive, charming smile, especially if you're someone that is so concerned. It's also painful. Yeah, losing a teeth can be painful, irrespective of the means. Maybe either through accidents, maybe through tooth decay, gum disease, whichever way, losing a teeth can be painful. Hello, or big. Depending on the location of the missing tooth, there could be some sort of impacts, like one, tooth movements, which is a tooth malalignment. When the tooth is missing, maybe one, if you lose a couple of teeth, maybe 1 or 2, whether in front, that's anterior, or posterior, there's a kind of tooth movement that occurs if you don't replace or fill up that space. Now, when this movement happens, it changes the position or the arrangement of your teeth. Some teeth tend to move, distally, and instead of facing properly the way it should be, is now kind of curved. And this change of position can affect proper tooth brushing. And by the time you are not able to reach some areas while brushing your teeth, it will lead to plaque accumulation, advancing to calculus, and before you know it, tooth decay sets in. And if you don't pay attention to the tooth decay, it could lead to eventual tooth loss again. So a missing tooth is not just a very simple thing that you should abandon. It's something you should take quick action. And a missing teeth can also affect your bite, like you won't be able to bite properly. For instance, if you're missing maybe a couple of teeth at the right hand side of your jaw, you tend to start biting unilaterally. That's, you eat with one side. Since there are no teeth at the other side to masticate food properly, you tend to start chewing one-sided, which is called unilateral mastication. And now this is not healthy. It can even lead to wearing away of that part of the teeth, and it can also affect the jaw, which is why once you lose a teeth, it's very important to replace it so that the chewing or the mastication will be balanced. You'll not be chewing one-sided, you chew with both sides to work hand in hand. Now, apart from unilateral mastication, a missing tooth can also affect your speech, especially if it's an anterior teeth. When you lose an anterior teeth, it affects your speech. There are some words you will not be able to pronounce properly, due to the open space, air coming out and all that. And apart from that, it affects your smile. Like, you can't smile beautifully again. Your smile will no longer be attractive. Even children, when they lose their teeth, they feel some kind of shyness. Imagine when an adult loses an anterior teeth. So it's kind of bring about an unattractive smile. And apart from that too, a missing teeth can also affect the shape of your face. Yes, when you lose a teeth and do not replace it, over time you experience what we call bone loss, and before you know it, the jaw drops and the normal shape of your face changes. I don't know if you've seen some of these old men. No, in fact, I've seen someone in his 40s that had this kind of situation. He lost about 4 of the anterior teeth and never bothered to do something about it. Before you know it, the jaw has dropped, and like something like this, it affects the shape of your face. You no longer look as beautiful as you used to be or as you should be. So it affects the shape of the face. Also, why the teeth is moving, it can cause sensitivity, attrition, pain. There's a lot of discomfort that comes with it. So this and lots more are the kind of things that happens when you lose the teeth without making appropriate plan to replace them. Having known some of the things that a missing tooth can cause, now how can you prevent these things from happening? Number one is implants. I don't know if you've heard of implant before, but implant is one most reliable method of replacing a missing teeth. In fact, it's more like the best solution for loss of teeth, either due to tooth decay, by accident, gum disease, or what have you. Implants is a perfect solution for tooth loss. One thing is that implant is very expensive though. Yeah, it's very expensive, but it gives you the comfort of a natural teeth. Like when you have an implant, it feels like a natural teeth. You don't even feel like there's something artificial, or you bite normal, you chew normal, there's no restriction. It's just cool. So implant is your best shot if you want to replace the tooth. Another replacement option is crown, or we'll call it crown or bridge. A crown if it is just a single crown, just one tooth, and a bridge when it's more than one, maybe 2, 3, or 4. That's connecting crowns. It's called a bridge. This is another reliable way of replacing a missing teeth. How crown works is that maybe if you lose a tooth or 2 teeth, 3 crowns. Then if it's 2 teeth that is missing and you need a crown, most times you will be going for 3 crowns, so that the adjacent teeth will serve as an anchor to hold the crown in place. So they'll make 2 to fill up the opening, then the third one will be placed on the adjacent tooth, and the adjacent tooth had to be prepared, like trimmed a little bit to fit in to the crown. So that's how crown is. And most times when you want a crown, you might not really get it on the first day. You might need like 2 visits, and on the first visit the tooth will be prepared, then your next visit you go home with your crown. The third replacement option is denture. Now we have full mouth denture and also have partial denture, but the full denture is mostly for a dental loss patient. That's people that have lost their entire tooth. Then for partial denture is for maybe if you lose 1 or 2 or 3 teeth, a couple of teeth, you'll need a partial denture. And a partial denture is the most cost-effective method of replacing a missing teeth. It's completely removable. Like you can remove it and fix it back when you need it. Maybe in the night you remove it, put it in a cup of water. That's how you preserve it. And when you need it, get it back and get it fixed. But one shortcoming of denture is that it could lead to bone loss. Yes. Have you ever noticed, in case you wear denture, I'm sure you must have noticed this. At first, when the denture was made, it's tight and well fitted. But with time, you notice that it's now loose. And at this point, this is where you fear the denture slipping out when you're talking or when you're eating. And what happens is that the gum shrinks and the bone resorts. The denture becomes loose. And another thing is that at first, when you wear denture, it's kind of feel a little bit uncomfortable. You will need to adjust in terms of speech and how you eat. When you're talking, you feel like you're not talking very well. That's part of the feeling. And also you feel like saliva, there's a lot of saliva in your mouth. These are some of the feelings you have when you start wearing denture newly. But with time, you will definitely adjust and feel comfortable with it. So these are the 3 methods of tooth replacements in case you lose a teeth. And among these 3, the implant is the most expensive, followed by crown, then denture is the least expensive. But like I said before, implant is the most effective way. Crown would work too, but denture has a shortcoming. So having known these 3, in case you lose a teeth and you're considering getting a replacement, you can weigh your options and make the right choice. Thank you very much, and see you next episode. But before then, in case you're yet to subscribe to my YouTube channel, please do that right now. click on the red button there, subscribe, and don't forget to turn on my notification button, so that you get notification each time I drop a new video. And in case you don't know, I drop a new video every Monday. Every Monday you get a new video, fresh new topic, all with the goal to improve your smile one video at a time. And if you are new to my YouTube channel, my name is Amarachi, and I'm very pleased to meet you, and I would love to keep engaging with you. So please click the subscription button. Let's keep connecting. Thank you very much.